What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk about how to create certainty in a world where there's most definitely a hell of a lot of uncertainty. And it's important. Just look around the world. Look at America. Everything is crazy. People are divided. There's mass shootings, violence everywhere. There's always something happening. Something's going to happen next week, then the week after that, then next month. Things happen in other countries that can affect us. And so we're going to talk about how no matter what happens outside your body, you're going to be calm, cool, and collected and know exactly what it is you need to do. With all this uncertainty in your industry, uncertainty with COVID, uncertainty with what's going to happen next election, uncertainty with knowing where your next paycheck is going to come from, all this uncertainty and all the things that can just break your heart and just make you feel terrible. And so my question to you is, can you remember a time in your life where there wasn't something bad that was happening? Something bad being put on the news? I can't remember a time where I can look at the news or look at social media and nothing bad or negative happened. Like the news is nothing but puppies and cat sweaters and coverage from the state fair, and the stock market is at an all-time high for everybody. We've never seen that before, right? There's billions of people on earth. You better believe there's always going to be something that happens. So before we jump into all the uncertainty and how to meet your uncertainty with absolute certainty, to calm yourself and to be at peace and to make yourself feel better, and to be able to take the actions you need to take to make your life better, to make your family's lives better, the community, the world. Before we dive into that, let's talk about what you consume. And you probably heard me talk about this before in some way or another, but if you're dealing with a lot of uncertainty, and maybe that uncertainty is giving you anxiety and stress, maybe it's keeping you up at night, maybe you need to filter in the kind of things you consume. And that includes the news. That includes your news feed. My unfollow game is strong, right? And maybe yours needs to be too. Maybe people or other accounts or platforms you come across are just too damn gloom and doom. Maybe they're too political. Maybe they give that fuel or that point of view that just gets you in that negative way. Unfollow that stuff. Get that out of your algorithm. And sometimes it got to be friends or people you know. If it ain't what your life needs, then just get it out. Get rid of that stuff. That's one quick way to get some more peace in your life instantly, like making coffee. How coffee got that filter? Filter out all those coffee grounds. And the only thing that needs to be in your cup is the piece of that liquid coffee, right? What is your peace filter? Clearly, I like coffee. But what does your peace filter look like? And that's for you to decide and plan out. Like I said, my unfollow game is strong. And it really started during the pandemic, which you can imagine why. I was getting in debates with folks online, and I wasn't doing a lot. But I was getting in a few. And for me, a few is a lot because I never say anything. I see it. I take note of it. I get informed about people's beliefs and their thought process, and I keep them moving. But during the pandemic was one of the most divisive times I can remember. And maybe I got recency bias, but that's what it feels like. And a lot of those friends of mine on my friends list, I had to unfollow, unfriended, all that. So what does that peace filter look like for you? And I can't answer that for you, but maybe you need to take the TV off the wall or something. Maybe you need to stay away from certain people. Maybe you need to go or not go to certain places, but you have to figure that out for yourself. Okay, so the way to find more certainty in this world is this. You need to match the uncertainty of the world with certainty and find it and put it in yourself. And you're probably like, duh, yeah, there's uncertainty in the world. So, of course, I want to make sure I have certainty in myself. End of episode. Thank you for listening. Obviously, that makes sense. But I don't mean the uncertainty in the external world. I mean uncertainty internally. If you're feeling stress or pressure or anxiety or just uncertainty, Whether that's from the past few days, weeks, months, years, the reason why you feel this way is because you're putting your focus and energy towards things you can't control. Things you can't control versus things you can. And let's take politics, for example. Wait. Okay, that came out wrong. Not politics. I'll never talk politics on here. Don't worry about that. Let's talk about the election. And let's say there's a certain candidate that you want to win. The whole time during that election and leading up to voting day, there is literally nothing you can do to get your choice elected. All you can control is what you can control. Even if you put up signs in your yard or you go door to door trying to get folks to vote for that person, the public is going to vote for whoever the hell they want to vote for. And if they get elected or not, all you can control is your one vote. That's all you get. That's all you can control. And if you do what a lot of folks do, and I've definitely done this, but if you let the outcome of that election and leading up to it get to you, you will have anxiety and stress. It makes no sense to stress over things we can't control. And we know this, but we still do it. Do we care about the election? Of course we do. Otherwise, we wouldn't vote. But you can't control anything other than your one vote. And if the person gets elected that you hate, you'll just have to deal with those things that come to you once they happen. Why stress out now? They ain't even in office yet. That stupid bill they passed or that law they changed, how you going to hate just seeing them in office? Nothing you can do about that in this moment. There's nothing you can do about other people. Nothing you can do about the stock market. Nothing you can do about your favorite sports team. Okay, let me slow down with that one because I'm going to stress out over football, right? They might as well hire me because I'm part of the staff, basically. I'm invested. I love football and the New Orleans Saints. But that's a good stress. Watching the games, it's fun. It's supposed to be stressful. But all other things in life we stress about, things we can't change, those are the things that cause uncertainty. But you can change yourself. And that's where the certainty comes in that we need. Anxiety comes from the future. Stress and anxiety a lot of times come from those things that ain't even happened yet. How bad it could be. So why am I making a present moment bad right now, focusing on what could be when it ain't even happened yet? Yes, the future could be bad, but it's the future. Why make the present and the future bad? What's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here and let's get back to it. Why put so much time and energy into that? And especially for those moments that may never even come to fruition. The situations where it may not even happen. We are crazy. You ever thought about that? Why am I ruining a beautiful present moment by thinking about a moment in the future that might not even happen? As a matter of fact, and I just talked about this in another episode, but 85% of the things we worry about never happen. 85%. So more than likely that thing won't even happen. And it's in the future anyway. We can't control that. Don't ruin right now thinking about the future. You can control the present moment. You can control this right now. So when you feel yourself having these moments, ask yourself this. When you feel yourself starting to stress out about things in the future and you feel anxious about it, ask yourself this. Am I safe? Now think about that. Let that sink in. Right now, am I safe? Yes. In this present moment, you're safe. And yeah, you can say, well, I got this bill coming up and I have no idea how I'm going to pay it. Well, right now, you don't have to pay it. In this moment, am I safe? And the answer is yes. Now, can I come up with a strategy for figuring that bill out? Yes. But there's nothing right now about that bill that has me unsafe. So in this moment, I'm okay. So if I can come at this with certainty of who I am and how I show up in the world and show up for myself and not based in fear or worry or stress or anxiety, I can take the actions that's going to be more in line with what I need and the headspace I need to be in to be able to figure out how to get that bill paid. Have that uncertainty of yourself in this present moment. That bill that's needing to be paid won't change who you are and how you overcame everything else in your life. Things that were way worse than that bill that you overcame. So be in the present, not the future. You can't control the future. You can't control gas prices. You can't control property taxes. You can't control who lives and who dies. What you can control is you. You can take care of your body. You can create certainty that you're going to figure things out just like you always have. You can control your next step. Whenever that bad thing does happen, that's what you can control, but you can't control the future. You can work on yourself, on your stress and anxiety. You can meditate. You can work on your mental strength. You can work on looking for that job or career change. You can work on your body and eat healthy, work out, take vitamins. You can't control if you get sick, but when you do, you can be in the best shape and the best health. So if sickness does come, you'll be way better equipped to overcome it than if you weren't. All these things that you can do are the things that's going to create certainty right now. So what do you need to do to create more certainty? What do you need to create more certainty in? Because it can't be the future. The future is uncertain, but you can create that certainty in you right now. If you're uncertain with your life path, that's fine. What can you be certain in is your personal development, your growth. So when you finally do figure out exactly where you're headed, you can show up in that moment the best version of yourself. If you spend the time right now, starting right now, and work on yourself, whenever that bad does come, let's say years from now, if you keep working on yourself, because this is ongoing, you never finish, right? But years down the road, when that bad does come, you'll be able to overcome it much better than if you didn't work on yourself for years. Those are the things that you can be certain in. Prepare your mind and your body. Create that certainty in yourself in this world full of uncertainty. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.